Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare.
Be sure to subscribe to our channel. We publish new videos every day. Don't forget, grab your smartphone and download the Lava Matra app and stay in touch. Guru Maharaj's message is your advantage. The following is a Sri Krishna Chaitanya book compilation given by His Holiness Jaya Pataka Swami Maharaj on February 3rd, 2021 in Sri Mayapur, India.
Mangalangalataigaram Yathivasamahan Vande Sri Guru Nidasanam Paramananda Madhavam Sri Chaitanya Islam Hari Om Tat Sat. Today is the compilation of the Sri Krishna Chaitanya book.
Today is the compilation of Sri Krishna Chaitanya book.
In the chapter entitled Lord Chaitanya reveals his identity to Ramananda Rai, Part 2.
সংজ্ঞা লাভান্তে প্রভুর সন্ন্যাস বেশ দর্শনে বিস্ময় প্রভু তারে হস্তস্পর্শী করাইল চেতন সন্ন্যাসীর বেশ দেখি বিস্মিত হইল মন
When Ramananda Rai fell to the ground unconscious, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu touched his hand and he immediately regained consciousness. But when he saw Lord Chaitanya in the dress of a sannyasi, he was struck with wonder.
রাইকে প্রভুর সান্ত্বনা নিজ কৃষ্ণ স্বরূপত্ব ও রাধা ভাব দুটি ময়েতের উদ্দেশ্য আদি সমস্ত গূঢ় কারণই অপকটে যাপন আলিঙ্গন করি প্রভু কইল আশ্বাসন তোমা বিনা এই রূপ না দেখে অন্য জন
After embracing Ramananda Rai, the Lord pacified him, informing him, "But for you, no one has ever seen this form." Purport. In the Bhagavad Gita 7.25, Lord Krishna states, "I am never manifest to the foolish and unintelligent. For them I am covered by my internal potency, Yogamaya. And so they do not know me, who am unborn and infallible." The Lord always reserves the right of not being exposed to everyone. The devotees, however, are always engaged in the service of the Lord, serving with the tongue by chanting the Hare Krishna mantra and tasting Mahaprasadam. Gradually, the sincere devotees pleases the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and the Supreme Lord reveals Himself. One cannot see the Supreme Lord by making personal efforts. Rather, when the Lord is pleased by the service of a devotee, He reveals Himself.
Ramananda Rai, because he pleased the Lord.
So Ramananda Rai, because he pleased the Lord,
was able to see Lord Chaitanya's form as Krishna and Radha.
Lord Chaitanya's form as Krishna and Radha.
No one has seen this form before.
No one has seen this form before.
মোর তত্ত্ব লীলারস তোমার গোচরে অতএব এই রূপ দেখাইল তোমারে
Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu confirmed all the truths and about my pastimes and mellows are within your knowledge. Therefore, I have shown this form to you.
গৌর অঙ্গ নহি মোর রাধা অঙ্গ স্পর্শন গোপেন্দ্র সুত বিনা দেহ না স্পর্শে অন্য জন
Actually, my body does not have a fair complexion. It only appears so because it has touched the body of Srimati Radharani. However, she does not touch anyone but the son of Nanda Maharaj.
তার ভাবে ভাবিত করি আত্মমন, তবে নিজ মাধুর্য করি আস্বাদন।
I have now converted my body and mind into the ecstasy of Srimati Radharani. Thus, I am tasting my own personal sweetness in that form. Purport: Gaur Sundara here informed Sri Ramananda Roy, "My dear Ramananda Roy, you were actually seeing a separate person with a fair complexioned body. Actually, I am not fair. Being Sri Krishna, the son of Nanda Maharaj, I am blackish. But when I come in touch with Srimati Radharani, I become fair complexioned externally. Srimati Radharani does not touch the body of anyone but Krishna. I taste my own transcendental features by accepting the complexion of Srimati Radharani. Without Radharani, one cannot taste the transcendental pleasure of Krishna's conjugal love." In this regard, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur comments on the Prakrita Sahajya Sampradaya, which considers Krishna and Lord Chaitanya to possess different bodies. They misinterpret the words Gaura Anga Nahe Mora in Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Lila 8.287. From that verse and the present verse, we can understand that Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is none different from Krishna. Both are the same Supreme Personality of Godhead. In the form of Krishna, the Lord enjoys spiritual bliss and remains the shelter of all the devotees, Visaya Vigraha. And in his Gauranga feature, Krishna tastes separations from Krishna in the ecstasy of Srimati Radharani. This ecstatic form is Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Sri Krishna is always the transcendental reservoir of all pleasure, and he is technically called Dhira Lalita. Srimati Radharani is the embodiment of spiritual energy, personified as ecstatic love for Krishna. Therefore, only Krishna can touch her. The Dhira Lalita aspect is not seen in any other form of the Lord, including Vishnu and Narayan. Srimati Radharani is therefore known as Govinda Nandini and Govinda Mohini, for she is the only source of transcendental pleasure for Sri Krishna and the only person who can enchant his mind.
So, Lord Chaitanya is revealing
Lord Chaitanya is revealing
he is actually Krishna.
that he is actually Krishna.
But he has been touched by Radharani.
But he has been touched by Radharani.
Therefore,
Therefore,
he looks like having golden complexion.
Therefore, he looks like having golden complexion.
তোমার ঠাঞ্জি আমার কিছু গুপ্ত নাহি কর্ম, লুকাইলে প্রেম বলে জানো সর্বমর্ম।
Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu then admitted to his pure devotee Ramananda Rai, "Now there is no confidential activity unknown to you." Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu then admitted to his pure devotee Ramananda Rai, "Now there is no confidential activity unknown to you. Even though I try to conceal my activities, you can understand everything in detail by virtue of your advanced love for me."
So, although Lord Sri Krishna Chaitanya tried to conceal the real identity from Ramananda Rai,
So, although Sri Krishna Chaitanya tried to conceal his real identity from Ramananda Roy,
Ramananda Rai could understand
Ramananda Roy could understand
his actual nature
his actual nature
because of his advanced pure love for the Lord.
because of his advanced pure love for the Lord.
গুড় ভজন কথা সর্বত্র অপ্রকাশ্য, গুপ্ত গুপ্তে রাখিও কাহা না করিহ প্রকাশ আমার বাতুল চেষ্টা লোকে উপহাস।
Then the Lord then requested Ramananda Roy, keep all these talks a secret. Please do not expose them anywhere and everywhere. Since my activities appear to be like those of a madman, people may take them lightly and laugh.
During Lord Chaitanya's presence,
During Lord Chaitanya's presence,
these things are not to be exposed.
these things are not to be exposed.
After he left,
But after he left,
now everyone realized
everyone realized
that he is really the Supreme Personality of God.
that he is really the Supreme Personality of Godhead.
প্রভু ও রায় উভয়েই আশ্রয়ের ভাবে প্রমত্ত। আমি এক বাতুল তুমি দ্বিতীয় বাতুল অতএব তোমায় আমায় হই সমতুল।
Chaitanya Mahaprabhu then said, Indeed, I am a madman, and you are also a madman. Therefore, we are on the same platform. Purport. All these conversations between Ramananda Roy and Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appear ludicrous to a common man who is not a devotee. The entire world is filled with material conceptions, and people are unable to understand these conversations due to the conditioning of mundane philosophy. Those who are overly attached to mundane activities cannot understand the ecstatic conversations between Ramananda Roy and Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Consequently, the Lord requested that Ramananda Roy keep all these conversations secret and not expose them to the general populace. If one is actually advanced in Krishna consciousness, he can understand these confidential talks. Otherwise, they appear crazy. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu therefore informed Ramananda Roy that they both appeared like madmen and were therefore on the same platform. It is confirmed in Bhagavad Gita 2.69. What is night for all beings is the time of awakening for the self-controlled, and the time of awakening for all the beings is night for the introspective sage. Sometimes Krishna consciousness appears like a type of madness to mundane people, just as the activities of mundaneness are considered a form of madness by Krishna conscious men.
So since the mundaners
Since the mundaners
take everything in terms of sense gratification,
takes everything in terms of sense gratifications,
since they identify themselves with the body, so they don't understand what the Krishna conscious people are doing.
So they don't understand what the Krishna conscious people are doing.
And they're thinking that the Krishna conscious devotees are crazy.
They think that Krishna conscious devotees are crazy.
But the Krishna conscious devotees think the materialists are crazy.
Thinks the materialists are crazy.
Because they're taking what is temporary to be real.
Because they are taking what temporary as real.
রায় সহ প্রভুর 10 দিবস যাপন। এই রূপ 10 রাত্রি রামানন্দ সঙ্গে সুখে গুঙাইলা প্রভু কৃষ্ণ কথা রঙ্গে।
For 10 nights, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Ramananda Roy spent a happy time discussing the pastimes of Krishna. Thus ends the chapter. Lord Chaitanya reveals his identity to Ramananda Roy, Part 2.
So Lord Chaitanya asked perfect questions. Ramananda Roy gave perfect answers.
So Ramananda Roy asked, Lord Chaitanya asked perfect questions And Ramananda Roy answered perfect answers.
Therefore, Lord Chaitanya revealed his actual identity
So
to Ramananda Roy.
therefore, Lord Chaitanya revealed his actual identity to Ramananda Roy.
Since Ramananda Roy is one of the, is said to be not different from Visakha Devi,
Since Ramananda Roy said to be none different from Visakha Devi,
the intimate assistant of Radharani.
the intimate assistant of Radharani.
So he enjoyed in this relationship with Krishna.
So he was enjoyed in this relationship with Krishna.
Krishna assuming the mood and color of Radharani
Krishna showed the mood and color of Radharani
as Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
as Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
He was also experiencing the relationship as they enjoyed.
He was also experiencing the relationship as enjoyed.
Although as Krishna is the enjoyer,
Although Krishna is the enjoyer,
as Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he acts as the enjoyed.
as Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he acts as enjoyed.
So he told Radharani, you are a madman, I am a madman.
So he told Ramananda Roy, you are a madman and I am a madman.
We are on the same platform.
We are on the same platform.
So better not to tell anyone
So better not to tell anyone
because they won't understand.
because they won't understand.
So this exposes the secret of Lord Chaitanya taking the role of a devotee
So this exposed the secret of Lord Chaitanya taking the role of a devotee
to understand
to understand
the love of Radharani by himself.
to understand the love of Radharani by himself.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Do you like our ad-free videos? Be sure to subscribe to our channel. We publish new videos every day, and don't forget to like and share our channel.